time. But let me tell you specifically what I mean by that. Just yesterday, FEMA sent a letter in partnership with the state of California to the US EPA on toxic debris hazardous waste removal, saying we need it done in 30 days. The original commitment was 60 days. Spare no resources. The state is offered unprecedented resources. I still have 1,971 National Guard down here. We will do whatever it takes to provide that support for the EPA. They've been provided $175 million, and they need to get it done pursuant not only to the direction of FEMA, but the direction of the President of the United States himself, who wants to move heaven and earth to make sure that happens sooner. So the debris removal phase 1, we want done in the next 30 days. Number 2, concurrent to that, not after 30 days, concurrent to that, phase 2 debris removal can begin when people do a right of entry. Once they sign off on a right of entry, they can do it debris removal for themselves through a private contractor, or they can get the support from the Army Corps that has a California-based prime contractor, ECC. If they cannot afford to do it themselves, they can have the Army Corps do it. They'll bill their insurance, but there'll be no subsequent bills if it costs more than their insurance line item that's picked up by the federal government. And we are coordinating that at a level that's contemporary in this context to the work that they just did in Maui, with the lessons learned, the examples in Maui. And so they're already on the ground. The colonel's on the ground. He was here a week ago. And we're coordinating that phase 2 to get that done. Now, in that process, that's also a concurrent process. Once the debris is removed in phase 2, it goes up on a website, and then the building permit process begins. So all this happens stacked on top of each other. It's not phase 1, then we begin phase 2. Phase 2, we begin the rebuilding. It all happens in real time. And so no resources spared. Part of what LA Rises is about is getting the best minds in philanthropy, in the private sector, in industry, experts in architecture, experts in materials, experts, to your question, in logistics, experts in master procurement to look at the issue of cost, workforce that we're already working on, providing an educated and substantive workforce that is prepared to deal with the magnitude of this. All of that is a big part of what we're currently doing, and I know what local government's doing. You're right, be cautious about overpromising, but I don't want to understate what we're capable of when we're all moving in the same direction.